Alrighty, this is the Nays doing a voice meme sort of thing, if you will. I'm not very good at that sort of stuff, if you catch my drift. I go by Buckahound online, and by a collective series of other different kinds of names, depending on who you're talking to. Some people call me Nami, which is actually rightfully one of the names of my characters, but other people call me Baka, who is also associated to Nami. So basically everybody calls me Nami to a sense, or Baka, or and then my friends in real life, they often call me things like the Nay, Nays, N-E, capital N-E, Y-Z, the Nays, if you will. I'm not sure how that pet name came on, and that's just really just, all there is about that, I believe. How old am I? I am 17. I have to keep reminding myself because when I'm, 16, or any year before that for that matter, I sit there and think I'm the year prior until my next birthday. So I'm like, oh, how old are you? I am 16. You were 16 last year. It's always like that. Always. Where are you from? I'm not sure if that's more of a birthplace or what. I was born in Waukegan, Illinois. Yes. But I'm actually living in Delaware. Yes. So I guess I wouldn't be living there now. What's the time? It's 12:14 a.m. I get those two confused almost all the time. So it's getting late. I'm going to go to bed soon, actually. I have school tomorrow. Is it cold where you are? I don't know. My room is on the top floor, and it's the hottest room in the entire house, and it's warm here, but it could be freezing outside, so I really don't know. Let's see, what are you wearing? My usual, I guess. A bracelet from my aunt, no shoes, my slacks, and a Rock Lee shirt. Yes, I am a fan of Rock Lee. Go Lee. Anyways, what is the last thing you listened to? Is it a song? It would have to be Scars by Papa Roach, most likely. Unless my sister put on another song, but I don't know the names of her songs, so that'd be the last one that I've listened to personally. What was the last thing you ate? The last thing I ate was rice and a bit of, I guess it was filet mignon. It was rare today. Very nice. Good with salt. I eat everything with salt practically. If it wasn't already drowned in syrup, I'd probably put salt in my pancakes, if you catch my drift. I don't know why. It's just very good. Brings out some kind of exotic flavor. What was the last thing you watched on TV? Burn Notice, and that was... Well, actually, the last thing you watched on TV? Well, I watched a movie earlier today, but besides that, the last show I watched on TV would be Burn Notice. Yesterday, and it was pretty exciting, and I was completely enthralled in the episode. Michael's just so awesome. What's your favorite TV show? Why? Well, that's a problem there. You see, I'm sort of what they call a TV zombie. I how would I describe it? I completely and totally, stare at the TV and watch the shows on it. It doesn't matter what show it is. I've sit there and stared through Dora the Explorer, the same thing as I've stared through Naruto or other shows. It doesn't matter how many times I've watched the show. I could have seen it 1,000 times. I could tell you every single word that comes out of the actor's mouth when it's about to come out of their mouth. but I will watch it, and I will watch it without, like, wanting to move from that spot until the commercial comes on. I don't know. I I can't even tell you what my favorite show is because I can just get enthralled in all of them. If enthralled is the correct word to use, not sure. But I will just, I mean, I could stare for hours, so I try to stay away from the TV. I only watch movies nowadays, if you get, so, anyways, did you find it, quick, find a book or something with text on it, flip to a random page and read some of it. Let's see, okay, book, text, Section 1, 2-term limit. No person shall be elected to the office of the President more than twice, and no person who has held the office of President or acted as President for more than 2 years of a term to which some other person was elected President shall be elected to the office of President more than once. But this article should not apply to any person holding the office of President when this article was proposed by the Congress, and shall not prevent any person who may be holding the office of President or acting as President during the term within which this article becomes operative from holding the office of President or acting as President during the remainder of such term. That was dull. I am not picking up my civics book any more. No, I will, but really, it's just, I don't know. I don't think I got any of that. I think I was too far inside the chapters. I haven't read that far yet. Anyways, what was the last movie you saw? How was it? Well, as I said earlier, I actually saw a movie earlier today. I think it was called The Happening. It was pretty cool, actually. There was a few parts where it could have served to be a bit more realistic because it happened so quickly, but at the same time it really, like, shows natural phenomena really, like, well, that obviously there are some things that we can't explain. We just have to learn to accept that fact. Ha ha ha. Plants can kill us too. Oh darn. Sorry for people who might have not seen that movie and wanted to watch it. I'm not usually a fan of giving out spoilers. That was just like me sitting there staring outside while writing this. I'm just gonna be afraid of, like, grass for the rest of my life. I don't know. Do you think you have an accent? Talk about it. Well, I used to not think I had any sort of accent, but then I went to Texas last summer or so for the first time in like 3 or 4 years. And it turns out that when you're in a place that's full of people who speak an accent, it turns out that you're the one with the accent. So really, whether or not I actually have an accent or think I have an accent where I'm from, technically, if I go somewhere else, I shall be the one with the accent. So yes, I would have an accent. So yes, I do have an accent. Even if it's Delawarean or some other kind of foreign accent that's pretty basic. Because we all have our own dialects, I suppose. From our peers and from our teachers and parents and all of that. So, yeah, I really am just, like, tired, so I'm, like, just trying to get through this, you know? But this was actually kind of fun. It was relaxing. It was fun to answer these on the spot, really. I was like, but it was fun. I recommend that people try this sometime. This is actually very relieving, and it gives people that know me a chance to hear my voice finally, I guess. And I suppose that's it. This is Baka, Nene, or whatever you'd like to call me, and that was my meme.